Alrighty. It's not done. Now I gotta do the edge, but I had to let it dry first. And I made this about 3/4 of an inch longer so the knife will fit deeper down in it. And it is very snug, so it's going to take a little wearing and using to loosen the sheath up, but that knife ain't coming out. I mean, not from... The reason I did this and made it snug is because he's in pest control, and I've done what he is doing years ago. Christ, 40 years ago. I used to crawl up underneath houses and spray for termites and set traps for varmints and critters. And I actually used to crawl up underneath houses and level them. So I know what the kind of activity and movements he'll be doing. And that's why I made this a much more secure sheath. So there we go. I'm going to finish this up today. I'll finish this edge, and then I'll put the edge on the knife. And before I wrap this up, I'll show you this one more time. So that's what I'm doing today. And the other knife, the knife that I put the sharpening choil in, and I'm going to buff it and heat treat it today and get it in the tempering oven. All right, here we are. The sheath is finished. Now, I'm going to put the edge on this knife, and it is done. I may be able to ship this tomorrow. Man, do we have an edge on that. All right, I'm gonna give this the rest of the day out of the sheath to be absolutely certain it's dry, and probably gonna be able to ship this tomorrow. I gotta fill out a customs form because it's going to Canada, our neighbors to the north. Actually, it's going to BC. There has been people ask me before if I'm in BC, just because, you know, BC Truck. And there's actually a trucking company called BC Trucking, and it is in British Columbia. But nope, B is for Brad, C is for Charlie, my wife. So there we go. It's gonna be on its way tomorrow. All right, I just wanted to show you the kind of edge the Lone Star Knife Makers Guild wants, this kind of an edge. And sorry man, I got hair on your knife. All right. Pops in there. Did I have that in the... I love it. I'm gonna start wet molding all of them from now on because it just makes a real firm hold. And it is hair shaving sharp. Okay, now, hold on. I'm going to go put this knife on the buffer and see what kind of shine I can get out of it. And then I'm probably gonna heat treat this today and get it in the tempering oven, maybe. I'm not in a hurry. I may sit here and drink a cup of coffee and just think about life for a minute. You know, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I said this on camera or not. I said it to my wife the other day, and it's just the way my life is. All my life, even from young, childhood, I've had the worst of the worst. I got pains when I was a kid that nobody else seemed to have.
Shoulder pain so bad that I couldn't throw anything overhand. I had to throw everything underhand. I've mentioned this before, which is why I liked Frisbee when I was a kid, because you could throw it underhand. And to this day, 60, almost 63 now, I have shoulder pain that is almost unbearable at times, and it affects my sleep, and I'm already on medicine that I just don't want to take anymore. And breathing. I've had breathing all my life, breathing problems, and it just seemed like I got the short end of the genetic stick my entire life. I'm not even talking about going bald. I could care less about my hair. I'm not one of them that tried doing a comb over or wearing a hat or nothing like that. I'm bald and I don't give a shit, And I'm not going to say I have a learning disability, but I definitely have ways that I'm able to learn and ways that I absolutely can't learn. And the way they teach kids in school, I couldn't learn anything that way. I couldn't retain it. I couldn't take tests. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm mentally stunted or, handicapped mentally in any way. I do think that I didn't recognize it till I was, and no adults recognized it. I did tell you that when I was a kid. Some teachers recognized that I wasn't able to learn things the standard way, and they actually gave me a test to see if I was mentally retarded. I mean, you can't blame teachers. Some of them tried to see if there was maybe something wrong with me. And I suppose you could call it a learning disability at that age, because I had not yet discovered the way that I'm able to learn, which is through these and doing things. And that's the only way. I can't read a book. I can't listen to somebody tell me something. I have to get in, do it, and learn it. And it's just like Spanish, just like German. I learned German. I wouldn't say I was fluent, but I went to Germany in the Army when I was 17, and I learned German very quickly because all my friends were German. I hung around with kids my own age, and they were all German kids. And, everybody in the Army was much older than me. Here, let me give you something to look at. And just woods. So, I was still a kid in my brain, and my girlfriends were German girls. My friends that I hung out with were German kids my own age. It just happened to be that they went to school and I went to the Army. Anyway, I learned German quickly from people, not a book, not a teacher. And of course, I don't speak much German now. I could certainly order food, be polite, find a hotel or get directions, that kind of thing. But I couldn't hold a conversation. And Spanish, I have learned more Spanish talking to people and asking questions. What word's this in Spanish? How would I put this in a sentence? That kind of thing. I have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried for years to learn Spanish through either a book or a CD driving down the road. Yeah, they had CDs back in the day. And nothing stuck. The only thing that stuck was actually talking to people whose language was Spanish, or they knew Spanish. They might have been English their first language, but could speak Spanish as well. And what Spanish I do know, I learned from people. I could not learn any other way. And I tried for many, many years. So, I don't know what got me thinking about this. I guess I was sitting here looking out the window the other day thinking about my life. And, it has been a very hard life. I've had moments of fear, financial fear, and I've had moments of happiness. but I've never had long periods of my life where I didn't have to worry about something. Now I have to worry about my health. And our life insurance has expired, and we can't get life insurance because of my health and our age. So if I were to die, my wife is going to be stuck trying to live on very little income. And I went and bought this motorcycle. What I should have done was double down and pay the pickup truck off, because if I die before the pickup truck is paid off, she won't be able to pay for it. Anyway, who wants to hear about my... Here it is, 7 minutes of me. I don't know when I'm going to stop doing that. Nobody wants to hear my crap. Alrighty, I'm going to go polish that knife. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. Got my little sharpening choil in there, and it has definitely made the plunge lines look more symmetrical. Alright, I'm going to heat treat that and get it in a tempering oven. And hopefully I don't have any warps. We'll see. Now I got to decide what kind of wood to put on this. That is Chechen burl. This is dyed Chechen, and all this is from a guy I do business with. His name is Oleg Bashkovich in Tula, Russia, just south of Moscow. And none of you folks would, but I had somebody tell me that if I did business with Oleg, that I was buying bombs to kill babies in the Ukraine. Whatever. So I'm gonna let you vote. That's undyed Chechen burl. This is dyed Chechen burl. I can't remember what this is, but it is an absolutely scrumptious piece of wood. So that would be number 3. 1, 2, number 3, or I think this is maple burl. Another beautiful piece of wood. So, and this is the knife that I'm going to submit for entrance into the Lone Star Knife Makers Guild. And, it doesn't bring me any business or nothing. It's just a goal. It's just, like shining my truck, my motorcycle. It's just a goal. Nothing, it doesn't make the motorcycle run any better. I just feel good about waxing and polishing and making the chrome shiny. And I would feel really good about having my knives, all 3 knives, looked over by guys who are, forged on fire contestants, and either approve or disapprove. If I get disapproved, I know I got to work harder. If I'm approved, I know that I have made that level, and I'm going to continue trying to get better. But what a nice little accomplishment that would be. So it's all for me. I gain nothing monetarily, but it's just a source of satisfaction, personal satisfaction. This is a hobby, and there's nothing wrong with me trying to feel better and enjoy it more. And who knows, it may, I could put on my website member of Lone Star Knife Makers Guild, or who knows. But anyway, just being a member would make me happy. I don't know if that sounds weird or not. I'll say that's 4, 3, 2, and the undyed Chechen burl. And this little bottom here, that wouldn't make it onto the handle. You good girl.
Yes, you are. Where you at? You know, you can come in here and lay down. I got the air conditioner going. Is she in your domain? A cup of coffee. Yeah, I didn't mean to go all woe is me. Uh, it's just that lately I've had so many things all pop up at once, and just you figure out a way to work around your latest little problem, and then, you know, something as simple as drinking coffee. I'm glad I put that dog door in. I like the fact that these dogs can come and go as they please. Something as simple as drinking coffee. I can no longer lift that little bit of weight right there a certain way. I have to lift it a new way that I'm not used to lifting it because of my shoulder. Bizarre, I know. And I don't have carpal tunnel. Not carpal tunnel. I don't have, Christ, what's the name of that? Torn rotator cuff. I do not. I've been to the doctor about my shoulders, and it's just arthritis. So I can still sand. My arms are good to use. Now, they get sore and tired, but not painful. Like picking up a cup of coffee the wrong way or carrying a case of water into the house. I can no longer carry it one way. I absolutely have to lift it up and put it on my shoulder in order to carry it. All right, let me go. See, I started again, didn't I? All right, I'm going to drink my coffee. And my wife is going to be in here in a minute. I got her a water. She's going to sit here and we're going to talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. I intended to go to Louisiana Monday, but it rained. And today we have like a 70% chance of major storms. And tomorrow I think we have far, far less. So we're going to go tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So let me drink my coffee and talk to you soon. Oh yeah, I'm going to be using stainless pens too. That's going to look real nice. And stainless pens, they shine up just like this, polished and pretty. And boy, I tell you, I wish I could pick one myself. That's a beautiful piece of wood, but I do a lot of this kind, you know. Chechen burl, I do a lot of the Chechen also. And I have a lot of it, and it all came from Russia. I just don't know. That's very interesting there. All right, I'm fixing to go heat treat this, so this pretty beautiful polished knife will be all ugly. And if this warps, I am done with the Parks 50. So what I'm gonna do is heat treat this, and immediately I'm gonna bring my straightening jig out there. I'm gonna put it right in the jig, clamp it down. I'm gonna shim the ends of this on both sides so it won't, because of the thinness of the blade, it won't, you know, warp one way or the other. I'm gonna crank it down tight, put it in my tempering oven, and have a look at it first thing in the morning, because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's not much. The day will be gone by the time this is done in the tempering oven. It'll be too late, and it'll be time to feed the dogs, and they do not tolerate tardiness. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, this is your last chance to do the right thing. Let's go get you in the. You're already hot. Get you in the oven. All right. See you in the morning. nothing to see here, folks. Move along now. Move along. They're not real brothers and sisters, okay?